Hey guys, it's Logan here with Hydra 572. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a couple items from Amazon. I'll be using the ProTech TR3 automatic Blue Jazz handle. Beautiful knife. It's been getting a lot of time in my pocket as a backup to zero tolerance. See, on top here we have a really interesting item. This is an 8.5 by 11 Fresnel lens. So this is a foldable plastic lens that I'll be trying to incorporate into my fire making bug out bag, car bag sort of equipment. So hopefully I'll get a chance to test this here in the next couple days, see if we can get a little kindling fire started just with sunlight using a big reflective lens. If I can make this work, they have some smaller pocket and wallet sized ones as well. I want to get those and try those. Hopefully this would work on a more cloudy, overcast day, whereas maybe the pocket size would work on a really sunny day with the sun directly overhead. Moving on to some sharp things. I ordered 5 more Opinel number 8s. These will become a part of our knife testing program. 4 of them are going to stay virgin in their bags. This one, I'll give its number tonight. This is going to be number 4. I'm going to EDC this one a little bit, try to get to know this knife so that I can give it a little mini review at the beginning of our project. I'm also going to use it to make some kindling for that tinder fire with the Fresnel lens. And I'm going to put some wear on this blade so that we'll have something to compare our other knives against as we start developing those wearing and sharpening procedures. So 5 more of these, that brings our total number up to 8. I'm really excited to start developing our testing protocols for these Opinel knives. I'll go ahead and get the number on this one. So I was hoping we'd have boxes or even clamshells like the first 3, but we'll go ahead and do an unbagging here. We'll give this guy number 4, and we'll mark him EDC. So there we have 8 Opinel number 8 carbon steel folding knives. We'll be using pretty much exclusively for performance testing. This one's going to get the most subjective sort of everyday use, abuse, and wear put on the edge, so that we'll have something to compare our more virgin blades against. And I am really excited to develop this plan some more. Well, to go ahead and get started wearing this knife, let's shred the box they came in. You know, one of the unfortunate things about doing this on camera is that it's going to document all of my mistakes. I just unboxed this knife, went ahead and put a little bit of wear on it. I haven't given this the same sharpness test that we gave the other ones. It's a very subjective test. It's not like I really lost any data points, but it would have been nice to do it. I'll clean this guy up. We'll go ahead and give it a sharpness test before I do any more. So this paper cutting test is one of the first things we want to try to improve on. It's something that I've used really consistently over the years, but it does have a lot of prominent weaknesses. It's very subjective. It's not very quantifiable. The only real time that a knife fails the test is when it reproducibly can't cut through the paper, or it has a very toothy cut through the paper. So we're going to try to improve on it by getting a jig to hold the paper, getting a clamp to hold the knife, and see if we can get more reproducible, and maybe build some of our wear generating mechanism off a system like that as well. You guys will be really in on those design conversations with videos going forward. Let's go ahead and get this sharpness test done. Another problem with a test like this, it's very difficult to be reproducible with your procedure. Pretty sure the last time that I did this cut test with the first 3 knives, I would have gone ahead and pushed it straight through. That time I flipped the paper around. The first cut, I kept the knife really true. This one I'm introducing a little more angle. Go ahead and repeat that turnaround inconsistency. So there's the sharpness test. I would call that a pass. And the knife is reasonably sharp, especially considering that I've already put some cardboard cutting wear on it. So now my plan is to make this my backup EDC. I'm going to replace that ProTech TR3 for at least a week, and I'm going to get some EDC cutting wear on this. We'll go back to Superior and get some micrographs comparing this to the knives that have cut a little less. So I'm out here with a couple of split and dried pieces from that aspen that we cut down in front of my place. Opinel number 8, this is number 4 for our testing. It's the one that I've been EDCing for the past couple days. And the 8.5 by 11 Fresnel lens. So I'll start by showing you guys breaking down this wood into a little bit of kindling. Vibralock works better if you spin the Vibralock. So I wasn't able to make as many long and skinny sticks as I'd hoped, but I think this will be enough kindling to test out our Fresnel lens. This was also a really good wear test for the Opinel knife. It's been holding up really well to the cardboard cutting that I've been doing, but I think part of what we're up against is that with a blade profile like this, even if we get quite a bit of wear on the edge, with a really thin, full flat ground blade, we're going to soar right through materials like wood and cardboard even if we're significantly dulled. Still, I think we've finally got enough wear on this that it'll fail the paper cut test. It was getting close when I was doing the cardboard cutting. We just applied a bunch more wear, so I think we're there now. You'll also see I actually started to damage the Opinel knife already. This is the number 4, this is my EDC model. It's no big deal. I think I did this when I was leveraging back and forth trying to get the knife to move through the wood, maybe levered on the lock itself, pushed it down into the handle, causing that depression. The knife still opens and closes, locks with no problem. It is interesting to see that wear beginning to creep in though. So this will be our first experimental fire lay. I'm very lucky to have a day with nearly ideal conditions. It's a warm summer day, no wind, so I've been able to arrange some of the high surface area pieces in the middle there. And it's about 10 or 11, so the sun is near enough overhead. Go ahead and get started. I'll see if I can get an ember going, and then run around the camera in the fire pit like an idiot trying to stack on some more twigs. First, see how fine we can get that beam focused in. That is very encouraging. We were smoking already. That's more than an ember, folks. That's a pretty rapid fire with some dry kindling and a magnifying lens. Folks, I can fit one of these and one of these in a bug out bag. As long as you got sun, if today's test is any indication, if you got sun and dry wood, 8.5 by 11 Fresnel lens, you can make a fire. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to get some of the pocket and wallet sized ones of these lenses, see what I can do with them. So, since that first lay went a whole lot better than expected, I've gone ahead and set up another lay. I cleared out a little bit of the ash and threw down a mat of grass in the fire pit, so hopefully it'll be a little more representative of having to start a fire in nature rather than starting one in a sun-warmed metal black tin. So I've got another lay set up here. I'll show you guys a little more zoomed out so you can see what my body movements were like. And if this one's anyone like the last one, this is a really fast procedure for getting a fire started. So, check it out. So that time was a little slower going, potentially because I chose some pieces that had some more volume to surface area, potentially because of the mat of grass that I laid down, or just due to variation. Either way, that was significantly less effort than some other more primitive ways that we've started fires in the past on this channel. I'm really excited about these. I'm going to have to get some of the smaller ones and maybe start EDCing one. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more of the same.